designation of an area of outstanding natural beauty means it's one of the best bits of countryside in the whole of England and Wales, and that's officially recognised by the UK government. Our area of outstanding natural beauty is loved for its peaceful countryside, pretty villages and rolling hills, rugged cliffs, sandy coves, and secretive estuaries. It is ancient and has generations of human activity etched into its landscape. The wet stuff. With our 5 estuaries and just under 100 kilometres of coastline, water plays a key role in how our landscape looks and works. The estuaries and rivers link us with the uplands of Dartmoor and provide wonderful places for us to enjoy, wildlife to thrive, and a vital resource for living and working. The catchment-based approach involves collaborative working at a river catchment scale to deliver improvements to our water environments. We are working with our partners, Westcountry Rivers Trust, to host the South Devon Catchment Partnership. Together, we are developing a catchment action plan to deliver projects on the ground which will have a positive impact on our water catchments. Catchment Connections is a community engagement project run by the South Devon AONB with funding from the Environment Agency. It aims to help local communities find out more about their water, where it comes from, where it flows to, and the impact they have upon it along the way. This film explores some of the ways we connect with our water catchment.
I use Exmouth and Budley Salterton because they're quite near Exeter, but my favourite place is Slapton Sands. I absolutely adore that place. I also like to go up, swim up in the River Dart near Shower Pool whenever I can.
I like to walk on Dartmoor. There are a lot of big reservoirs and rivers in Dartmoor. Somebody once told me an interesting fact, I don't know if it's true, that all but one of the rivers flows south of Dartmoor and only one flows north.
And which is the northern one?
I don't know.
The Torridge. That's
right.
I live in Totnes, so I've got the River Dart going through Totnes, which is beautiful. I particularly like to sit down by the river with a drink. There's something just nice about being next to the water. So I enjoy being by the river and I enjoy being by the sea as well.
Where do you go to enjoy water?
We go to the sea, we go to the pool, stay at home and just drink.
Don't drop the baby.
Is it 2/3 of our body is made up of water?
It's 3/4.
3/4. Tell me about where you go swimming.
Riviera Centre.
Oh yeah, got waves.
Yeah.
When you tap on your leg, how fast the song should go.
Listen.
Yeah, so F sharp.
Warm shower, ice bucket challenge, big wave swimming, freshwater animals, clean water, 3/4 of our body is water, clean water, just like our planet. Well done.
Well, of course, the short answer for that is from my tap, and it goes down into the drains. But my water in this area generally comes from one of, I think, 3 reservoirs, because we live not too far away from the moor. Even though we live on the coast, of course, we don't have our water from the coast. We have it from upland or from reservoirs that are fed by rivers and by precipitation, but generally that's where we get our water from, as far as I know.
So where does my water come from? And I think maybe that depends on what it is that I'm using the water for. So if I'm using the water to make a cup of tea, then it comes out of the tap. If I'm using it to drink it, then the chances are it'll come out of a bottle, because I don't like the way that it tastes when it comes directly out of the tap, particularly in Totnes. It tastes of bleach in Totnes. So if I'm having a shower, then it comes out of the shower. If I'm going for a swim, then it'll just be in the river. So I think that depending on how I'm going to use the water, it comes from different places in terms of like my direct contact with it at that moment. In the larger scale of things, I think it probably comes from a reservoir on Dartmoor, and that comes from the water cycle.
Well, it would be nice to think it was controlled by nature, which it still kind of largely is, and that we can't do anything about it, either raining too much or not raining enough. But in this part of the country, southwest water looms very large. What happens on our coasts is to do with water companies, whether it's clean or not clean. But I would say that we still don't really control water.
President and the Queen. I reckon Torbay Council.
Southwest Water?
Our great-granddad worked on the building of this dam. In 1950, the South Devon Water Board was formed and plans were made for a new reservoir to collect water for Kingsbridge, Salcombe and Totnes. The go-ahead was given and the project began. Arthur Tapley and Edwin Soudan. When they were helping to construct this superstructure, they had no idea that their children, Michael and Diane, would one day fall in love and get married. Everything that has happened since has led to us being here today, helping our dad, the man behind the camera, make this film and answering these questions about water here in South Devon. According to Wikipedia, a dam is a barrier that impounds water. The reservoirs created by dams not only help with flooding, but also collect and store water for us to drink. The Avon Dam is a mass concrete gravity dam. It uses the Earth's gravity to hold back the water, and it can hold 305 million gallons of water. That's big. The Avon Dam was finally completed in 1957. Sadly, Arthur and Edwin are no longer with us, but the dam is. It's great to come here and think about them. They were here in this valley 6 decades ago, not knowing that their families were joined together or that their great-grandchildren would make a film about them today. That's our connection to the South Devon water catchment.
Magnificent meander.
Magnificent meander.
Open ocean.
Open ocean.
Shimmering sea.
Shimmering sea.
It goes into the river and into the creek. It makes the flowers grow. It goes into the streams and into the sea. It brings you and me. Waterland, waterland, sung by the kings we're water band. Water world, waterland, sung by the kings we're water band.
We obviously need it for life. To me it's important. I enjoy using it. A lot of my recreational pursuits are water-based. Canoeing, swimming, diving, surfing in the river mouths, just hanging out. I was born here, I've always lived near the river. There's not a lot else to do when you're a kid, you just start playing in the river and it just naturally evolves into adulthood. It's good for the soul. I need it.
It's important to enjoy it. Obviously it's important to sustain life. It's important for growing things, and I have a flourishing garden, and my husband in retirement has really taken to vegetable growing.
All creatures need water, and indeed, if we didn't have water, we would miss very much of the beautiful biodiversity of this country.
Well, number one, we all very much depend upon it, and so does all the wildlife and all the plants that we depend upon and we enjoy. So it's hugely important, and in many ways, you know, clean water is important for us to drink, it's important for us to play in, it's important in our fields, for our crops. It's just totally important.
What is it that you enjoy about being in the water? How does it make you feel?
Absolutely alive. That's it, just like nothing else.
Water is important for health and life. We would die if we didn't have water, and our environment would die. Or too much water, that can also make you die.
I enjoy it because I enjoy the countryside. And the reason why I'm in the West Country is because of that. I like fast flowing rivers.
Clean, clear H2O from rain and hail and snow. Clean, clear H2O, just let it flow.
One of the main things I wish for is to keep it pure, to not have pollutants in the water and stuff leaking in.
I suppose it'd be nice if it was a little bit warmer in the river dark, then you could swim in it more easily.
Do you have a wish for the water? My wish would be that it's clean, and my other wish would be that it's accessible so people can get to it easily.
In my view, I think water or water management should be nationalised.
Stop farm runoff as much as possible.
One last question. Do you wear a wetsuit?
No.
Brave!
Wimsuits.
I think really my biggest wish would be for the wider community to understand how much we're all involved in our waters, have a better idea of what lives within the waters on our doorsteps, some of the riches, some of the colours, some of the variety, and more people to take more involvement in looking after it so that we can all at the same time enjoy it.